Good morning. Let's get started here. 5454. Fire 415. Four, 3, 7. Good morning, B. Wood. Good morning, Alcoholical. Good morning, Kevin Scott. Six, 10. Two, 6, 8. Five, 4, 9. Hey, bragging, Kevin. We are almost, what is that? We're about 89 degrees colder here in Wisconsin than it is in California. 89 degrees. Wow. Ed Hatter, good morning. Three, 2, 5. More Interwood. Negative 42 right now. Wow. Right, 5. Terrible throw. That BB Wood got me beat. Negative 48. Wow, that means it's coming this way yet even more. I should bring my camera outside for the show and do Frozen. Maybe I'll do that as a short after I'm done with the live stream. I'll do a short where I throw water up in the air and have it come down as powder. $5.5. That sounds like a good plan. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do a YouTube short or a quick live stream or something after we're done. One Quint. We'll see. Five, six. I see that George and Silver Fox right now are both live. At least they were on Crapsee when I started up Crapsee Explained. 46 in Vegas. And I've been having the heater going in the room here, 134. Heater's been going for an hour and a half, and I finally just hit 60 degrees here in the dungeon. And it's at 30% humidity. But anyway, let's get the show started. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Frozen Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 726 of the Level Up program, and this one with daily practice to shoot at dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we have Uncle Hoku checking in number 1, followed up by Kevin Scott. Got BB Wood, the Mad Hatter. Turtle Ed is here. And we have Clint checking in, as well as Too Late Craps Joel. And I think that's everybody that's in here, but check the screen out and it'll tell you how cold it is here in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. I guess that Clint has it even 6 degrees colder than I am, but it's 18 degrees here in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. 14-mile-an-hour wind brings us to a negative 42 here in Manitowoc. And Clint's in Iowa, it is at negative 48 for him right now. So that means that temperature is coming towards us. And we're currently about 89 degrees, 90 degrees colder than it is in California. So anyhow, hopefully the table's not that cold. The dungeon here is at 60 degrees, and we have a 30% humidity in this room right now. Good morning, Eric. We're putting on with Crapsee. Make sure you click on the live tab. That'll bring you over to the table that we're using here today. Remember, this is for educational and entertainment purposes. Yesterday, you took a hit at the end. I was actually almost at goal. And the smart thing is obviously to walk away, go to the cage, cash in, all that type of stuff. But I chose to keep on playing because I have an hour show. So the last 3 shooters in a row were 3 shots long. So it's just a terrible, terrible, terrible finish to the day. So we are starting off today with an 82.35 bankroll. And if I do my normal style betting, my bet size would be about $550. And I'm going to try something a little bit different today. It is Friday. It's a Freaky Friday. And I saw something on Mark the Points channel from a couple of days ago. And it's using 2 different strategies. One strategy is similar to what I do, slightly different. And then he mixes it in with something from similar to the Horseman, something that Crapsman came out with, and it's basically putting a DP out there with 2 combats and a DP or DC, and he plays them both together. I'll explain to you guys what I'm doing as I'm going and doing that. So PB Wood has a lot of recovery to do today. So do I. But anyhow, let's get started here. We're going to start off with a $200 don't pass. And we're going to play this out. And I'll kind of walk through my bets as we get going here and show you how the strategy works. And I'm just trying it out once today, just kind of playing around with it, see if it works, see if it's up to something that I would like. I don't know. We'll find out here. Got 16 people watching live. Got 23 people ready to go on Crapsee. All bets set. And dice out. We're going Yuri style grub right now. 5, 4, 5, 4. Dice out. One, 6, 7 on the come out. That's gonna be a pass line winner. Come out natural loser for the DP. So I did an ouch for myself, but it's actually a winner. Okay, so I'm gonna lose $200 on that. 5, 4, 5, 4. That was a violent cross of the dice. So they landed a little bit crooked. So I'm just gonna repeat my bet. I'll go back up again, $200. Ryan wishes he was Mark. It is hilarious because every time I see him, I keep on calling him Mark on purpose. So in fact, last year when I met up with him in Vegas, I was waiting for where he got off of his airplane, and I was hiding behind one of the pillars in the airport. And when he came up, I'm like, hey Mark, can I get your autograph? So he kind of laughed. All bet set. They saw it. It was 6, 2, 8 at the Dursalite. So it's marked at point of 8. 5, 4, 5, 4. We got a 6, 2, 8. Marking point of 8. Okay, so we have a DP of $200 on that 8. Let's go 640 across, and including. And now we're going to go $200 on the come. So the goal is to get, let me bring up Crapsee again on the screen. The goal is to get 2 right side bets for the one strategy and 2 wrong side bets for that one strategy. And then the other one is just gonna be 640 across. We'll take 2 hits collecting. And after that second hit, we will bring down the 4, 5, 9, and 10, and we'll make those look like just the 5 and 9 look like 60 each. We'll leave the 6 and 8 alone, and we'll just start trend betting there. So I'll kind of explain to you as we go. We got Scott, Wattage Live Craps coming in here today. Good morning. All bet set. Dice out. 5, 4, 5, 4. And again, this is, I don't know, it's kind of blue collar crap style play. Higher bankroll, of course, but we'll see how it goes. According to Ryan, it's unbreakable. Nothing's unbreakable. Let's do 6, 8, winner 8. Okay, so far I've lost that DP twice. Point made. Puck turns off. 4, 5, 4, 2, 6, 8. The combat will travel to the 8. So far I'm down $260 on this shooter. Anyhow, so all of our bets are turned off. That come bet is working. Again, we're going to go $200 on a DP. We'll stick with the 5-4-5-4 set. And we'll see how this works. Okay, all bets set and dice out. That was way long. 167. It's all right. I don't like his strategy. It's another $200 loss for me. Yeah, actually a $400 loss because we lose that come bet as well. So we're down like $700 already. Interesting. But hey, it is what it is. We're just going to keep on playing it. So again, $200 don't pass. 5-4-5-4. And now it's 167. Let's go 5-4-5-3. That should take care of that 167 situation. Good morning, Jen. This sequence is a huge loser. We're just giving it a shot today. It's like I said, Freaky Friday here. So all bets set and dice out. We'll try it, Jen, see what happens. Maybe 4-4 hard 8. We're back on that 8. Okay, square pair, marking a point of 8. 5-4-5-3. That's a double pitch of the dice with a 4-4 hard 8. Okay, so we got to get a $200 combat. All of our box numbers turned back on again. We get another box hit. And then we'll be able to bring our bets down on the table there. This is something that Ryan from Mark DePoint did on this channel the other day. It just looks interesting. It's two strategies put together, and I actually play both of the strategies, just usually not at the same time, or I play a strategy similar to the one, which is the Horseman, but this is a crappity craps guy version of it. And the other one's basically the blue collar crap style, so we'll see. One, 4, 5 truck and camper. Okay, so this puts us in a better spot. 4, 5, 3. We got a 1, 4, 5. So 5 pays out. The combat travels to the 5. So we have to go up with another comeback because we have to have 2 right sides, and then after we get that second one placed, we will put the we'll do a deep DC then. Okay, so let's bring the 9, 10, 5, and 4 down, and we're gonna go at $60 on the 9, 60 on that 5. And then what he does here now is he just trend bets the right side bets up. So the 5, 6, 8, and 9, he'll trend bet them up. I'm gonna probably add in a 4 and 10 maybe on the first hit. We'll see. Let's go. Here we go. All bets set. 32 people playing along. It's out. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 3. Two, 3, 5. Justice Gen 5. So it's gonna be on and off for that combat. So I finally got a little bit of that back that I had lost earlier. And we get paid out on a 5 as well. So we're gonna stick with the $200 combat again because we have to get 2 right sides placed. That was a $70 win on that. So let's just put 25 on that 10. We'll put 25 on the 4, and we'll make those buy bets to start off with. And then now we're all the way across, so we can actually trend bet all the way across now. So actually, Jen, when I was watching the video, maybe you're right, but my interpretation was after 2 box hits, he regresses. And that was my second box hit. So we'll see. We'll see. I didn't understand it either. He says that you're into profit after 2 box hits. You're actually not. On the right side of things, you're still not into profit after that. So, but anyhow, all that set and dice out. Right now, I'm only down 236. Six, 2, 8. Oh my God. That is the Duracell 8. Winner 8. Point turn, or puck turns off, and I lose another DP. 4, 5, 3, and 6, 2, 8. Interesting. Okay. So that combat travels to the 8. I'm going to go back up again to our DP. And I'm just going to collect that because that was a loss. Otherwise, normally he would trend bet that up, but we're just collecting it so we can get a little bit of money back to the rack. I'm down actually 296 right now. I know, right, Scott? Every time that you play the DP, you pick it off like that. I hear you, my friend. But anyhow, it is what it is. We're just going to keep on with the strategy throughout the day and just play around with it and see what happens. All bets set and dice out. But right now, our box numbers are turned off. Our come bets are working. And we have a $200 don't pass out there. 5, 4, 5, 3. Dice out. Mm-hmm. And that is a 5-6 Yo Chef. Oh my God. Pass line winner, come on, natural loser for my DP. Isn't that the truth there, Scott? 5, 4, 5, 3. I got a 5-6 Yo. And Jen's probably loving me right now. I'm probably knocking her off as well. Again, $200 DP. 496 now. 5, 4, 5, 3. Well, going back and forth in the fetal position, rocking back and forth. Okay, all bets set and dice out. Terrible throw. 1, 4, 5 truck and camper. So that's actually a good thing for me. 1, 4, 5 because I think I have a come bet on there, so that's gonna get paid out on that. We'll see here in just a second. 4, 5, 3. We got a 1, 4, 5. Come bets are always working on the come outs. I do have a combat on there, so that combat paid out. So we got to go back up again with another combat. All of our box numbers are turned back on again. We still have not gotten that 4th bet placed yet for the one strategy. So we're still trying to do that. And we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. Well, you know, 296 right now, so guess it's not the worst. He says Magic Aces 112. Mad Hatter. Let's get a loss on that. Did I have a combat out there? I don't remember. I think you did. I don't know. We'll have to look. In fact, I don't think I was supposed to put a combat out there. Was I? No, yeah, I was supposed to put a combat out there, so I lost the combat. Go back up again. Combat still looking to get all 4 of those placed. It was no help otherwise there. 1 roll too late. Yeah, right there, Scott. 5, 4, 5, 3. So we got a combat still looking to get placed here. And all bets set. Dice up it. 516 KitchenAid mixer. So now we finally get that combat placed. 5453. We got a 516, and did I have another combat on that 6? Or was it on the 8? Okay, so we got a combat now placed on the 6 and 8. Now we're gonna go $200 on a DC, and this will be our 4th bet. And then once we get that 4th bet out there, we're gonna just play it out until, so we have 2 right side, 2 wrong side bets. And then we got a 6 on that one there, so let's go to 80 or 180 on that 6. So if we can hopefully hit a 6 or an 8 again, that'd be perfect. This would be a double payout for us. Be a huge recovery. The current moment we're down 3b6. So let's go all bets set and dice out. I'll take it. I will take it. 426. Holy cannoli, 426. Okay, so that actually worked out nice for us there. 5453. We got a 426. That's gonna be a really nice payout for us. So that brought me to $54 in the positive now. And he kind of touts this as a strategy that he can use to get comps, because you have a lot of dollars, a lot of money out there. But anyhow, we lost one of the right side bets, so let's go back up to $200 combat. Our 6 is going to go to 300. He goes up only 2 units at a time. I'm going up with my normal trend betting here, and we'll see how that works. 5453. And good Lambs checking in. Good morning. Okay. And all bets set. They sell it. Ouch. Okay, 426. Holy cannoli again. So that's all right, because that 6, I have $300 on there, so it's gonna pay out on that about 350. Then we lose the $200 from the combat, so we actually profited $150 on that. Our combat travels to the 6. Now we gotta go up a $200 DC, and we're gonna go to 420 on that 6. Interesting. $204 so far. 5453. And all bets set. They saw it. Ace Deuce Alfredo sauce. 5-4, 5-3, ace deuce. I can't remember what I had up there. Did I have the I hate Crapsee because it covers the screen of what my bets are at. So oh, I got paid out on it. That's perfect. I had a DC out there, $200 DC, so that paid out. So we're gonna leave that up there then. So that paid out $200. I put this up to $404. So 4-5-4-5-3. And let's continue. Ace out. Okay, 3-8. Great babe. Okay, so that's gonna be another nice pay because we had our other combat. 5-4-5-3. We get off 5-3-8. So we gotta go $200 on a combat. Our 8's gonna go to 180. We have a DC on the 8 now. We have a combat on the 6. 5-4-5-3. I'm up 744 at the current moment. I don't know if I like this, but it is what it is. All bets set. Place out. Nice report on us. 5-5 hard 10. Old Bay Bushel. Okay, 5-4-5-3. Primary topside both dice. Oh, it needs that 4 for the small, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now we have 2 wrong side bets. We have 2 right side bets, and then we have all these over here. Let's go to $50 on that 10. 5-4-5-3. We got Macho Man Bro here. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. I have not seen you here before. Wants to know if anybody's playing in Vegas tonight. There is actually Brian from Hawaii Crapshooters. I think is going to be in Vegas this weekend, or starting today. There might be a couple people over there that's from our group. Face out. Two, 3, 5. Just Gen 5. That's gonna be a winner 5, so that puck will turn off. We're gonna lose that DP. 5-4, 5-3. We got 2-3-5. So we got paid out 60. That's 60 on that 5. Those $70 we got paid out. So let's progress that 6 or 5 up to $90, and we'll turn those bets off. We got to go another $200 on the don't pass, so we can get our second wrong side of 1 up there. 5-4-5-4, 5-4-5-3. Honest opinion of electric craps. Define electric craps, because there's about 3 or 4 different styles of electric craps. You have the bubble craps, which they have 1, 2, 3 different styles of that I've seen, and then you have the roll to win, and then you also have the stadium craps. I like the stadium craps. I really do. The roll to win I cannot stand because of all those ridges that they have inside the table. I've only played that once, and I really did not like it. And the bubble craps, it depends on the type of bubble craps machine. So glass table, not bubble. That glass table, the roll to win, I do not like. With all the ridges inside, and then you gotta lean way over in order to throw them. But the stadium craps I actually do like. So we had a lot of fun a couple times with that. Let's go all that set here. So just my opinion. We've had some really good rolls. Jen has been witness to a couple of my good rolls on the stadium craps one. Although the last time I was on stadium craps 4, 6, 10, we got Waylon's best friend on that end, Daddy Joe. That's gonna be a nice pay because we gotta have a combat on there. So 5, 4, 5, 3, marking a point of 10. In fact, the last time I was on stadium craps, I actually almost got kicked off of it. So I kind of got into it with the dealer. So anyhow, we have to go $200 on the combat. We're up 877 so far with this strategy. I still don't know if I like it or not, but we'll see. Stadium craps is not a felt table. That's a hard table as well. So all that set. Dice out. At least I don't think there was felt on there, was it? Can't remember now. Three, 6, 9, triple D. Dice Dr. Dan. 5, 4, 5, 3. We got 3, 6, 9. So our combat travel to that 9. We got paid out 84 on that, so let's go to $90 on that 9. And now we got 2 wrong side, 2 right side placed. So we're done with that one strategy here until one of them gets resolved. Yeah, I don't like that total leaning over and the speed bumps on that on the roll to win. It's terrible. All that said, I know that some people have had very good rolls on those. I have not at all. And like I said, I only played it the one time, and that was at I can't even remember the name of the casino. That was a smaller one. Wow. 235, just Gen 5. I was at what's the name of the casino, Gen, that we played that at? The guy, the manager of the casino, was a guest on the Crush of the Cure event. Super nice guy, very knowledgeable, very friendly, very inviting to us. So that was the 5. The 120 on the 5. Ellis, thank you. That was at Ellis we played that, yes. I was having a brain fart there. I was actually surprised on how small the Ellis is. Wrong side bets. Dark side or dark side? Okay, I'm sorry, Jen. Apologies. Okay, so we are 2 combats. 2 dark sides bets out, so we're good on that. All bets set and dice out. Four, 5, hard 9, big 9-finger Joe. Okay. 5, 4, 5, 3. We got a 4, 5, 9. And that paid out a come bet as well as the place bet. So let's go to 150 on that 9 right away. And we got to go to $200 come bet again. Good morning, Stephen. By 3. And all that's at 36 people playing along here. We got 22 people watching. Only 6 thumbs up though. Great, share that love if you're enjoying my Freaky Friday here. This out. Two hard, 4 hard, fuzzy 422. It's going to cruise. Ryan from Holy Roar, and that's gonna be the small, ladies and gentlemen. So we hit the small. 5 4 5 3 2 2 4. So let's light up half that screen green. And that combat travels to the 4. Let's go to $50 on that 4. And we have 2 combats, 2 dark side bets out there. So we're good on that strategy. All we need is midnight. All bets set and dice out. Still negative 42 outside. I just heard Melody waking up, so she's walking across the ceiling of the dungeon right now. Dice out. Six 410. Again, that is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. That's gonna be another winner 10. So point puck turns off, and that means we lose that DP again. 5 4 5 3. We've lost the DP 4 or 5 times already. At least that many. We made lost 102 on that roll because of that, but let's go to $100 on that 10. We'll turn those bets off. And again, $200 DP. All of our box numbers are turned off. Come bets are still working. The DC bet is working as well. Ryan, we're playing your strategy here. So I'm sorry, not Ryan, it's Mark. Hey Mark, we're playing your strategy right now. Okay, all bets set here, and I saw it. Six one. That's gonna be a pass line winner. Come out natural loser for my DP, and I also lose all those come bets there. 5 4 5 3 6 1. So we have to keep an eye on the 6 1 because if so, we got to switch our play set back around. So I went from like 1700 up to 960 up now. That was a fast loss of some money. Okay, let's go again. $200 DP. We'll start working our way back into it again. I know, freaking come out 7, right, Jen? Wipe out 3 of the bets. At least the 1 paid out, so I only lost $400 on that one. All bets set and dice out. Looking for a point here. Three hard 6. The double D-gen. So it's marked at point of 6. It'd be nice to hit a couple more 6s because we got a lot of money on that 6. The double pitch of the dice, by the way. 3 hard 6. Okay, so the DP's turned on. Let's go $200 on the come bets. All of our box numbers are turned back on. 5 4 5 3 is the set. Yeah, you do. On a good roll, you do. But this is probably a good example, Jen, or if it's a good roll like this, maybe that you should probably not do the second strategy and just keep on with the trend betting. But that's an on the table situation that you can make the decision. So I'm just gonna play it out straight out and see how it goes today and how it plays out. But I'd be up about, with the way I'm betting right now, I'd be up about $2,000 today otherwise. Three, 6, 9, triple D, Dice Dr. Dan. In fact, I would have been past my goal already, and I really need to get focused on discipline. On just because I'm doing a show for an hour does not mean I need to be betting for the hour, and I need to get more discipline with that. So I would be up on my bankroll substantially if I was doing that. But since I have an hour show, I always go an hour betting, and last 2 days has bitten me in the butt on that. So let's go another $200 comeback. At 9 paid out, so let's go to a $250 on the 9. Thank you, Bruce. Doing a Euro style grip today. Dice out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing that, Jen. Just throwing to get the practice in. Here we go.
Neat.
6-1 and done. So we got some of that back. It's be a 7 ouch. 28 rolls in. Or was it 29, Jen? That's an inside joke, everyone. I think it was 29, not 28. Okay. Thank you, Scott. So we profited. I profited $250 after all of that. Wow. Ryan, that was a comp builder. That was about it. Because I was up at one time $1,700 for all that money was lost. So I don't know if it's worth it if you're playing for comps, and it's kind of like a break even proposition there. Okay, so do I stick with the same strategy? Everybody in the chat, let me know. Do I say the same strategy, or should I just go with my normal bet in here? Still negative 42 degrees here in Wisconsin, Manitowoc, Wisconsin, negative 18. They do. I 100% agree with you, Joel. Yeah, bets press up. You don't need the other bets. I agree, Jen. I think that's, I'll stick with it. That's fine. I'll stick with it. Not a big deal. Ditch one a hot shooter. Yeah, not a bad idea. Okay, so we got $200 DP. Let's stick with it. I said I was going to do that, so we will. All bets set, and I saw it. $257. That come out. Pass line winner. Come out. National loser for the DP. 5453. That's a double pitch. 257. He told me to do it, so I did it. You didn't tell me to do that part, but okay. Again, repeat those bets. $200 on the DP. Crapsee coffee, says Greg. Greg must be freezing down by you as well. And all bets set. Dice out. $426. Holy cannoli. 426. Marking the point of 6. 5453 and 426. Okay. So let's get the bets set up here. And we're going to go 640 across, including. And we're going to go $200 on the combat. 5453. Ryan's asking if it benefit the hedge to come out. I don't think so, and it depends on who's shooting the dice, really, I guess. I don't think it would be beneficial in the long run if you have a variety of different shooters. If you have one shooter, yeah, it might be beneficial. Good question. Your strategy, though, your rules, you let us know what to do. Okay, let us know what to do. Okay, nice out. Ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Okay, so we're gonna lose that combat. 5453 ace deuce. So we are down $400 already on this shooter. Go again, $200 combat. 5423. And all bets set. 38 people playing along here. 23 people watching live. Nice up. 4610. That is Waylon's best friend on the end, Daddy Joe. I was actually watching Waylon's live show last night a little bit for a small period of time. So look like they're having a good time. Him and Alicia were. They were very interactive with the chats last night. Okay, so that's gonna be hit number one on the place bets, so that we'll have to get a second hit here before we can bring those bets down. Let's go another combat for $200. 5453. And all bets set. That's all. Okay, 325, just Gen 5. And that'll be hit number 2, so we're going to bring our bets down now. 5453, and we got 325. We got 2 combats set. So what he does is he brings down to 10, to 9, to 5, to 4. Now we're going to go to $60 on that 5 and 9. And we got 2 combat sets, so we got to go $200 on the DC. And that'll be our 4th bet if we can get that one placed. 5453. Yeah, Waylon does say not to hedge anything. He doesn't hedge at all. And all that sets. Okay, so. It's
Eight.
358, the grape ape. Okay. So that DC will travel to the 8. And we get paid out on the 8 as well. So let's go to 180 on that 8. And we got 2 combats. We have 2 dark side bets out there, so that's good. So now we're just going to trend bet our place bets until one of those other ones resolve. And all that's set. Face off. Hit the hook a little bit. 167. Okay, so let's give a sting a little bit. 5453 and 167 out. So we lost $345 on that one. So we're about break even for the day here. Actually, I'm down $300 for the day. I pressed too aggressive. That's actually my normal trend betting there, Jen. That's what I normally do for my trend betting. So it's actually a 40% press is what I do most of the time. And that'd be 60% brought back if you're just into place bets. For Ryan's strategy, too much. Okay, he only does, 2 units. So if I'm at the $25 unit is basically what I'd be playing at right now. It is what it is. Okay. We'll go $200 DP again. And I'm gonna look at my last 7 was okay, so we're safe with this set yet. Nice out. Massive cross on the dice, 347. Pass line winner, come out natural, was for the DP. Let's go 5, 4, 2, 3 with our set now. I never did all bets set on that one, did I? No, I didn't. So I'm gonna play it out. I'll be honest. You guys do what you need to do on Crapsee, but I'm gonna be honest with mine. 5, 4, 2, 3 is the next set that we're gonna do. So as soon as Crapsee gets here, I'll put a 4-3 in, or 3-4. So that way that's up to date. Okay, so again, I'm going to repeat my bet. $200 down pass. We're gonna go 5, 4, 2, 3 here. Come out 7 king. Sorry, Jen. Okay, let's go all bets set. And this out. 5, 4, 2, 3. One, 4, 5. Trucking camper. And actually, I don't know if I'm the king, Jen. I think Alfredo's the come out 7 king. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got a 1, 4, 5. So marking that point at 5. Alfredo's the one that usually does pretty good at that, but I'm a pretty tough second, I think. 5, 4, 2, 3, 640 across, including, and $200 combat. I agree with that, Scott. I really do. Usually for my normal betting style, come out 7 either pays or breaks even for me. So that's normally for me. That come out that 0.7 is the bad one now. My starting bankroll was $8,200, Ryan. I just took everything that you did on your bets and I quadrupled it. That's out. $415 winner 5 Buckeye buckshot. Point made, point hit. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we got a 415. Okay, so that 5 is impaled. The DP is going to lose. So I lost money in that one as well. I'll go back up again. $200 don't pass. Our combat traveled to the 5. So all of our box numbers are turned off. But the combat is working. Yep, so checking in. Good morning. Hindsight Hills. And all that's set. Looking for a new point here. Dice out. 5, 4, 2, 3. 3, 2, 5. Just Gen 5. That was nice for me because one of these combats will get paid out now. So that 200 I lost, I got back. So let's go $200 combat. And all of our box numbers are turned back on again. 5, 4, 2, 3 is the set. Ryan doesn't believe you. I am. If I was to lose everything right now, Ryan, I would be down actually about $800. So let's not do that though. All bets set and they saw. And that was after a good first roll. So. One, 4, 5 again. Truck and camper. So he lost that DP again. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 1, 4, 5. So on this shooter alone, I'm down $120. Okay, that combat travel to the 5. Let's go $200 don't pass again. And we're going to go to 150 on that 5. We'll turn those bets off. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Face up. 426. Holy cannoli. 426. Threw a ton of those in the beginning of the program and it kind of cooled off a little bit. So chances are we're probably going to hit them again. Because the DP is on the 6 now. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, let's go $200 combat. Puck is turned on, so we're marking point of 6. So you ran into Alfredo and a sheesh. Hopefully Alfredo did not run into you, that you ran into him. They see he was just at Lake Charles yesterday or last night, maybe it was. I don't know. Said it was like an 18-hour trip to get to Lake Charles. I don't know what that was all about. 347. Be a 7-ouch. Okay, I don't know if I'm liking this strategy at all. Anyone? 347. So, not at all. Let's be down $610 on that shooter. And if I would have been playing my strategy, I would have been out of it and in profit. That was 4 5s that I threw on that shooter. 4 5s. Wow. The closer to the wall with the Yuri grip does work better, yes. Oh, I didn't regress, Ryan. Oh, that's my fault then. You're right. I totally slipped up on that one. That was my fault on that. So let's call last shooter here. It is Friday, so let's make this a good day. We're going to go back to my normal style this time. So I am down to 7,500, so we're down $700 today. Let's see if we can get that back. Let's go a $25 pass line bet. And I will call that all bet set here. Dice out. Okay. We'll see if we get some of this money back here. 5, 4, 2, 3. Two, 5, 7 on the come out. Jen, it's not wrong. Test line winner come out natural loser for the DP. 5, 4, 2, 3, and it's a primary hit for the 2, 5, 7. Okay, so that's going to give me $10 on the small, 10 on the tall, $5 any craps. I'll stay with the $25. You can just call me Joe. I'm fine with that. I don't need the prefix there, Jen. I say that to Mary all the time. And she goes, trust me, you are just Joe. You are just Joe. There's no Jesus involved in your name. Although in some countries, Joe would be Jesus or Jesus. So maybe you do have it right, Jen. Okay, all bets set and dice out. Still negative 42 degrees here in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Dice out. One, 5, 6 truck and camper. So let's mark that point of 6. Five, 4, 2, 3. And we got a 1, 5, 6. Okay. Now Joe's the stepfather. You're right, Jen. Okay, I don't know. Who knows? Okay, let's go 640 across, and that'll put us at 95 in odds. Yeah, I'll call that all bet set and dice out. 5, 4, 2, 3. Here we go. Aces, magic aces, mad at her. So Jen is going to square at me because that's a loss on that combat. 5, 4, 2, 3. Aces. That is a bookend. It shows us. 5, 4, 2, 3. Okay, and that did nothing for my bets, so keep that as is. And we'll go all bets set here, and I saw 34 people playing on. People dropped off. We're up to 24 people watching. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, winner 6. Jen, you are just loving this now. I switched over, so I'm fine. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got 2, 4, 6. Kevin A. Carpenter 2 by 4. Okay, so I'm going to do 110 inside pressure once I get a new point established. And that'll let us come down to $15 on that pass line. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. We have a hop, skip, and a jump. We're back on the 6 with a 5-1-6 KitchenAid mixer. So marking point is 6. 5-4-2-3 and 5-1-6. Okay, so we're gonna go to 120 on that 6. Baby Wood donated 500 cc's on Crapsee. I appreciate the tips very much. Appreciate it. So we did 110 inside pressure. 5-4-2-3. And thumbs up says Mad Hatter. I appreciate it. It's all. June 6-8 to Dursalate. Okay, so that's gonna be hit number 2 for me. So I can bring my bets down with some profit, and we'll be playing it out from here. 5-4-2-3 and 2-6-8. Now, Ryan, this is where I like my style play because I'm out of the shooter now, so now I don't have to worry about losing any of that money. I'm gonna bring my bets down. We'll go 160 across, including. So it's 334 brought back. We got 195 on the table. 5-4-2-3. So maybe I can, if I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Let me think about that strategy and see if we can figure out a different way of doing it. I know I love playing a horseman, but if I played a horseman and my normal strategy together, I think that would probably be the way I would do that. Is out. Four, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Daddy Joe. The only problem with doing that though is it's going to be probably again a break-even proposition, possibly. I don't know. 5-4-2-3. Let me give some thought to that. I'm always looking for new ways of doing things. Trying to make improvements to whatever I'm doing in that. So, thank you, Clint. Thank you, Clint. Anyhow, that was 10. Let's go to $50 on that 10. And all bets set. Degen mode activated. This is Mad Hatter. So if you notice, I was a little less focused on the shooting today. I'm more focused on the bets. Maybe that's what my problem was the last couple of days, is I was focusing too much on the shooting, and that's why my shooting was suffering. 2-2 hard, 4 hard, fuzzy 4, 2-2. It's going to cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. So maybe that is the reason. That's double pitch of the dice. And let's go to $50 on that 4 as well. You were just going to say that, Scott, huh? Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, this whole week, I mean, last week was phenomenal. I had some really, 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 really good rolls all last week. And then this week, it just like, oh, it just crumbled. And it just is very distraught for me. It's very discouraging for me because I like to think that I can shoot the dice. And I like to think that if I can get, you know, on average, like 9-10 rolls, I'm expecting that for myself every time. When I don't get that, it's very, very discouraging. So And I kind of look at it as 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. I kind of look at it as, you know, I've built myself into this position over the years of being somebody who is a nobody. And I didn't know shit about craps at all. And I faked it till I kind of made it, I guess. And I've positioned myself now where I should be the person that knows how to set the dice, how to throw the dice, how to do all that type of stuff. Yeah, Bruce 100% lost count of how many times he's been humbled. Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that. All we need is that 5 for the small. And dice out. Ooh, that was a wild throw. We got a 5-4 hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. And then you throw, and I know this is just an excuse, but then you throw the stress of doing a show and trying to keep track of all the keyboard entries and all the bets and all the talking and the chats and bouncing back and forth. That does distract a person somewhat, some days more than others. Yeah, right, Jen. I did that. That's the other thing I got to really look at. What do we threw? We threw a 9 on that one. So let's go to $35 on a 9. Let's go 35 on a 5. We'll do a sister press. I really have to work on my recovery system, and that's the one thing I really need to figure out to get more comfortable. And I've tried a couple different things. All that's set here, and I just sometimes that ladder system works really well. But other times not so much. It really wipes you out. Although 5-3-8, great break. Although the last 2 days, even though it wiped me out at the end, I still was above my stop loss at the end of the day, which is interesting, to say the least. Okay, let's go to $42 on that 8. 502 brought back to the rack. We got 277 on the table. 5423 is a 7. And we'll call that all bets set here and dice out. Nice cross them. You have a 5-5 hard 10, Old Bay bushel. If I could just roll one certain number here, one certain number would be nice. Let's double pitch of the dice, the hard 10. And I'll take the 10. That was a $98 payout. So let's go to $100 on that 10. But if I could throw that darn 5 now, how many 5s have we thrown today so far? And we just can't hit it in this one because that would be the small if we can get that. Thought behind influence is greater than mechanics and muscle memory. Yeah. All bets set and dice out. I think it's a combination of all of them, actually, but 2, 4, 6, winner 6. And that puck will turn off as a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So we'll be looking for a new point here. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 2, 4, 6 result. Okay, all the best turn off. Let's go to 42 on that 6. Turn those off. $15 pass line bet. 5, 4, 2, 3. No. And all bets set. Dice out. Violent cross of the dice there. 6, 4, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. So we're marking a point 10 now. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 6, 4, 10. It's an interesting looking graph on the dice rolls for the day here today. Which we'll make a bigger view of that at the end of the show here. So all of our bets are turned back on. Let's see if we can hit that 10 again. That would be a nice hit for us. Or the 5. All bets set. 35 people still playing along here. Peace out. 5, 2. Okay, that'll be the end of the roll, sir. That is going to be an ouch. So did I get back to break even or not? We will find out here in just 1 second. I wasn't really keeping track of that at all. So I did not. I'm going to be down $400 for the day. But okay, it is what it is. We did do a different betting strategy today, but we had a 28, a 7, a 7, a 15. It's our SLR today at a 14.3. SRR got a 5.7. All the inside numbers were hot today. Wow. Even the 7s are a little bit high because of those come out 7s and that. No 12s today. Very low 4s, very low 9s, which is not normal for me. Box numbers, inside numbers were high today. 4s and 10s were low. Come out 7s were really high off the charts. We got horns, fields, they're all low. Hardways are just a little bit under expected. And looking at our dice roll results through the end of yesterday, 843 throws. That puts us at a 11.3 SOR. Our SRR is at 8.53 and our PSR is at 8.29. So those numbers will come up a little bit on from today's rolls once I report it in for next week. You are very welcome there, Greg. Jen's down 100-ish, so not bad, but you're at a lot lower bet level than I was, I'm guessing. That's the first time I can ever say that I'm betting more than Jen is. We got terrible. Ed saying thanks for the rolls. You're very welcome. Scott made $246 in the last shooter, up 1K for the day. That's awesome. And you are very welcome, Scott. Yes, Sue, thank you very much. And be wood, you're very welcome. Anyhow, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I hope everybody stays warm with this cold spell coming through. It's negative 42 degrees here in Wisconsin. It looks like it dropped to 1 degree here since the start of the show. Inside the dungeon here is at 61.9 degrees, so we've gone up 2 degrees inside here. But anyhow, hopefully everybody has a great weekend. My name is Joe. This is my Crapsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great weekend. Be safe, be well, be prosperous. We'll see ya.